Bill Gates. Today we will know about Bill Gates and his biography. William Henry Gates III, born October 28, 1955, is an American businessman and philanthropist, best known for co-founding the software company Microsoft with his childhood friend Paul Allen. During his career at Microsoft, Gates held the positions of chairman, chief executive officer, CEO, president, and chief software architect, while also being its largest individual shareholder until May 2014. He was a pioneer of the microcomputer revolution of the 1970s and 1980s. Early life and education of Bill Gates, 1955 to 1975. Gates came from a well-established family. His father, William H. Gates Sr., was a prominent lawyer, and his mother, Mary Maxwell Gates, served on the board of directors for First Interstate Bank System and the United Way. His family's background in law, business, and public service undoubtedly influenced Gates' interests and ambitions. From an early age, Gates showed a keen interest in reading and learning, often burying himself in books for hours. His intellectual curiosity was evident, and his family nurtured it, encouraging him to pursue a variety of interests. At 13, Gates enrolled at the Lakeside School, a private preparatory school in Seattle, which had a significant impact on his future. It was at Lakeside that he encountered computers for the first time, sparking a passion for programming that would shape his career. In 1968, the Lakeside School invested in a Teletype Model 33 ASR terminal and a General Electric GE computer for students to use. Gates and his friends, including Paul Allen, who would later become his business partner, spent hours exploring this new technology. Gates quickly mastered programming in BASIC, developing his first programs while experimenting with the school's computer. By ninth grade, Gates had written a tic-tac-toe program that allowed users to play against the computer. His fascination with programming and technology was evident, and he soon began spending more time in front of the computer than he did on his academic assignments. As Gates's proficiency grew, he and his friends formed the Lakeside Programmers Club. They took on small tasks, like troubleshooting the school's scheduling software and creating payroll software for a local company in exchange for computer time. In 1970, at just 15, Gates and Allen developed their first entrepreneurial software project, a computer program called TrafoData that analyzed Seattle traffic data. Although the business wasn't profitable, the experience gave them invaluable lessons in entrepreneurship and programming. Gates graduated from Lakeside in 1973 and scored a nearly perfect 1590 out of 1600 on the SAT. He enrolled at Harvard University in the fall of 1973, where he initially planned to pursue a career in law, as his family had hoped. However, Gates continued to spend most of his time programming, even working with Paul Allen on various projects. One of their notable projects was developing software for the Altair 8800, one of the first personal computers. This venture marked the beginning of Microsoft, which Gates and Allen founded in 1975. Between 1955 and 1975, Bill Gates' early experiences with computers, his education, and his friendships would shape his future. His early passion for technology and his entrepreneurial spirit set him on a path that would eventually lead to his founding of Microsoft and his transformation of the software industry. The rise of Microsoft in the 1980s. During the early 1980s, Gates led Microsoft through a critical phase. In 1980, he struck a landmark deal with IBM to provide an operating system for their upcoming personal computer. This deal led to the creation of MS-DOS, a revolutionary operating system that would become the industry standard for PCs. Gates' strategic decision to retain licensing rights for MS-DOS ensured that Microsoft would reap benefits from the software as it was adopted by other manufacturers. By the mid-1980s, Microsoft had become one of the most influential software companies globally. The release of Microsoft Windows in 1985, a graphical operating system that competed with Apple's Macintosh OS, cemented Microsoft's place in the market. Gates demonstrated remarkable foresight, understanding that the future of computing would revolve around user-friendly interfaces and ubiquitous operating systems. The 1990s, Microsoft's dominance and controversies. In the 1990s, Microsoft reached its peak under Gates' leadership. Microsoft Windows evolved, and with each release, the company's market dominance grew. Windows 95, launched in 1995, was a breakthrough product that included the now iconic Start menu, taskbar, and graphical improvements, making it immensely popular among personal computer users. However, with Microsoft's growing influence came scrutiny. In the late 1990s, the U.S. government launched an antitrust lawsuit against Microsoft, accusing it of monopolistic practices by bundling Internet Explorer with Windows, which effectively stifled competition. Gates, known for his competitive and often aggressive business tactics, defended Microsoft passionately. The legal battle, which concluded in 2001, resulted in a settlement, but it changed Microsoft's approach to software development and business practices. In 2000, Gates stepped down as Microsoft's CEO, handing over the reins to Steve Ballmer, though he remained actively involved as chairman and chief software architect. Gates began to focus increasingly on philanthropy. Alongside his wife, Melinda Gates, he co-founded the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation in 2000. Initially, the foundation focused on global health, poverty reduction, and education, becoming one of the world's largest and most impactful philanthropic organizations. Gates' foundation poured billions into initiatives to combat diseases like HIV/AIDS, malaria, and polio, and promote access to education. His transition from a business mogul to a philanthropist reflected his belief in leveraging his wealth to solve global problems. Over time, he gradually reduced his role in Microsoft, ultimately stepping down from his daily responsibilities in 2008. Throughout the 2010s, Gates dedicated his time to philanthropy, focusing on initiatives to improve global healthcare, address climate change, and support innovative education programs. The Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation partnered with governments, corporations, and other nonprofits, leveraging Gates' business acumen to maximize its impact. In 2015, Gates warned of the world's unpreparedness for a pandemic, a prescient observation that became relevant during the COVID-19 pandemic of 2020. In 2020, Gates also shifted his attention toward climate change, advocating for investment in clean energy and technology to combat global warming. His book, How to Avoid a Climate Disaster, published in 2021, outlined practical steps for achieving net zero carbon emissions by 2050, further cementing his influence as a thought leader beyond technology. Bill Gates' personal life, divorce, and continued influence. In 2021, Gates and Melinda French Gates announced their divorce after 27 years of marriage. Despite the personal setback, they continued to collaborate professionally on their philanthropic endeavors. Gates also became more involved in social commentary, regularly sharing his views on technology, climate, and global health. In 2022, Gates took on the role of a mentor, encouraging the next generation of tech entrepreneurs and philanthropists. His influence on the tech industry remains strong, with Gates serving as a role model for ethical responsibility in the age of AI, and technology-driven economies. Bill Gates' legacy and impact. Gates's impact spans far beyond technology. His work with Microsoft transformed personal computing, making software more accessible and affordable worldwide. Today, Gates' legacy is also defined by his philanthropy and commitment to addressing global issues through innovation and strategic funding. The Gates Foundation's contributions to healthcare have saved millions of lives through immunization programs and disease eradication efforts. Throughout his career, Gates has demonstrated an ability to foresee technological trends and their societal impacts. His vision for the future of technology has evolved with each decade, reflecting both a deep understanding of technology's potential and a commitment to ethical innovation. Artificial intelligence, AI, and the next frontier. Gates has been vocal about his belief in AI's potential to revolutionize industries and improve quality of life. He has frequently discussed how AI could enhance healthcare, education, and productivity. However, Gates has also warned about the ethical implications of AI, including privacy, job displacement, and security concerns. He advocates for responsible AI development that prioritizes ethical considerations and social well-being. Gates believes AI will transform healthcare by enabling earlier diagnoses, personalized treatment plans, and even automated research processes that can accelerate drug discovery. In education, AI-powered systems could provide personalized learning experiences, adapting content to each student's needs and improving educational access for underserved populations. As of 2024, Gates's legacy is one of innovation, philanthropy, and advocacy for a sustainable future. He is remembered not only for his pioneering role in the software industry, but also for his philanthropic vision. His work has inspired a generation of billionaires to use their wealth for social good, creating a movement toward giving while living. Gates's emphasis on education, healthcare, and climate initiatives has established him as a leader with a profound impact on the world. His shift from business to philanthropy embodies a legacy that goes beyond technology, a commitment to making a better world for future generations. Bill Gates' journey from a young computer enthusiast to one of the most influential figures in technology and philanthropy is a testament to his unique vision for the future. His legacy is multifaceted, encompassing transformative contributions to personal computing, responsible AI development, climate change solutions, and global health initiatives. His work has inspired a generation of innovators and philanthropists, setting a high standard for using wealth and influence to drive meaningful change. Gates's life story reflects the power of vision, ambition, and compassion in shaping a future that strives to make the world a better place for all.